That job you had for 20 years, and all of a sudden they tell you, we had enough of you. No time to prepare for your next move. They said, it's over. This is not what I expected. And that's what we all say when we go through moments when life leaves us empty. We say, this is not what I expected. This is not the way life is supposed to be. Because now you are faced with the reality how life should be and how it really is. And oftentimes they don't line up. How it should be doesn't match how it is. And you're left wondering in that gap, this is not the way life's supposed to be. It's not the way it should be. I had dreams. This is personal. This is personal for Mary. Personal for her because Jesus changed her life. Before this, only voices she heard was that of rejection, that of accusations and hatred, despairs. The Bible says she had 7 devils, not demons, devils. And the 7 was that it was complete, meaning that the devils or the demons took over her life so much that they had no space to go. It was complete. And the whole community knew that she was filled with demons and left her casted on the side until one person came. They left her alone. They had no parts of her until one man came and looked beyond her demons and saw destiny. Only one God, only one person, and you know who it is that looked past all the problems and see that she can be profitable. Only one person looked past all that mess and saw ministry. Some of you in here understand exactly what I'm talking about. Only God can see through all that mess. While everybody else are looking on the outside, God moves all that on the side and see who you really are. Oh, that's why he can turn prostitutes into pastors. Yeah. He can turn murderers into ministers. Demons into deacons. God is the only one that can look beyond all that stuff. The same stuff people say, there's no hope for them, that you're useless. God says, I can see talent. I can see gifting. No, I don't see what you see. Oh, God sees me. Touch your neighbor and say, God sees me. Yeah, it's nothing like serving a God that doesn't allow the outside to get in his way. There's nothing like God that can see past all the obstacles that we present and look in your heart and call you out by who you really are. Oh, she loved them. It's personal for her. Nobody else messed with her until Jesus came along and see. But now she don't understand. He's gone. The one person that had trust in me. The one person that lifted me up. Now he's gone. What happens now? Do I go back? Do these demons come back? The one person that I can lean on to talk to is gone. Now life goes back to what it used to. You had a brief moment of happiness. Now all of a sudden, life goes back. But Mary says, you know what? I'm going to grieve for one last time. I'm going to grieve for one last time. Before the break of day, she goes down and says, I'm going to mourn, pay my respects, go to this tomb where they laid him, and one last time, at least pay my respects and say goodbye. But she gets there and the tomb is empty. Now, again, she didn't know that he was risen. Now she says, not only do they take my Christ away, but now they're mocking us. Have you ever had when people snatch your expectations and now making fun of you? They ripped it away from you, and now you can't even mourn. How about when you're in a season of mourning and people still are bothering you? Like, I'm mourning. Don't you see that I'm crying and that I'm hurt? But yet they still seem to come around and bother you at those ill times. And they know that you're suffering, but yet they know this is a perfect opportunity to make things worse for you. Oh, I can't get no help in. And Mary says, oh my God, now they took Jesus too? She goes running and tells the other disciples. The disciples run and follow in. Peter is slower, maybe because he denied him. That's a heavy weight to carry. You can't run as fast when you deny your friends. Let's leave that right there where it is. They get to the tomb. They look in. They both look in and go home. Mary stays. Now you can see something with the level of grieving that women do versus men. That the men looked in, pack up shop. Time to go. That's it. And it's not because they wasn't hurt, but sometimes they think that distancing themselves from the issue is being delivered from the issue. Oftentimes we believe that distance is deliverance. And what we try to do, we try to get as far away from our pain as we can, but knowing that it's still there. Have you ever tried to distance yourself from pain? And know that I'm not going to go back over there because that pain is still there? Oh, but I realized something with Mary that she's trying to teach all of us. Every now and again, you have to stay in your tears for a minute. That you allow yourself to settle in your tears of your grief. And you don't allow yourself to rush away or ignore like it's not happening. Some of us purposely put obstacles in the way of our grief. We dress it up and pretend it's not there. We come into church and we churchify our grief. We churchify our emptiness. We put things on it and we try to small talk it away. Oh, no, everything is good. Oh, no, everything is fine. That is us trying to deal with the emptiness. Mary stays there. And not only does she stay there, here's what she does, Sister Dean. She looks in one more time. Now, she's seen it first time. She looked in already. But what caused her to look in one more time? That she was ready to confront her pain. Ooh. That every now and again, you got to learn how to confront your pain. And you can't allow it to talk to you. You got to learn to talk to it. Yeah. She looks in one more time. Brother Patrick, she didn't allow herself to pretend like it wasn't there. So many of us come to church, we are empty. We have empty tombs all over our life. There's an emptiness in it, and we act like it's not there. We try to go shopping, we go drinking, we do everything to fill that void. And knowing that your emptiness is still there. I wish I had a church. I wish I had a church that was real. That you know you are operating in emptiness and you try to pretend you walk around with a smile on your face like everything is good. How you doing? Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored. No, you're not. You're empty. There's a level of emptiness. And what the church has practiced to do is pretend like it's not there. We conceal it. We put things in the way. Put tambourines on it. Put some music behind it. And nobody knows and not realizing the more we act like it's not there, the more it takes over our life. The more we pretend like it's not there, the more it takes over our life. Somebody came to me, I'm not going to tell you who it was, but they know, who said, I don't like bringing things back up. I try to distance myself as far as I can from it, especially if it's very painful. Because bringing it back up just makes my mind go through it all again. Pretty much they were saying, I don't want to go back to the graveyard. I don't want to go back where something was painful and died. But I realized something with Mary. She's teaching us every now and again there's life in the graveyard. That every now and again we got to return to where our pain is and face it. I can't get no help in here. Because I'm not telling you. Some of the worst counseling I could tell you is suck it up and get over it. Some of the worst counseling you'll get from a pastor is just pray about it. Just pray about it. It's going to be all right. That's some of the most heartless and cold advice that you could ever. Every now and again, you got to face your empty tomb in the face and look in. But here's what she noticed the second look. The empty tomb wasn't really empty. The Bible says there was angels in the tomb. And I realized the way God operates, if you stay in your pain for just a minute and allow God to work things out, if you look in it, God is already ministering right in the middle of your mess. I can't get no help in here. There was angels populating her pain. Yes, Jesus wasn't there, but there's angels in the middle of it, sitting down and talking back to her. What's wrong with you, girl? If you wait long enough and you still your heart and you look in, that God is already dealing with some of your empty situations. God is already working out some of your empty situations. God is already occupying that empty space. God is showing us that he can fill all the spots where you hurt. Touch your neighbor, God will feel it. We realized something. The Bible says that there was two angels in there.